Cervantes is a very famous author from Spain who wrote a novel that this play is based upon early in the 1600s, at the same time Shakespeare was writing in England. It was a very magical time in the world for all these wonderful works of literature to be created then. And later on, in 1964, a playwright named Dale Wasserman was inspired to adapt the story written by Cervantes about a character named Don Quixote and add music to that production. And we have taken that play and changed it around a little bit and adapted it for our own purposes here at Meadow, and we called it La Mancha. And the main character, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, is a dreamer, somebody who wants to be a knight, even though the time of knighthood is over. And he's the famous Don Quixote. And you'll see in our play that 3 different people play Don Quixote, and 3 different people play his trusty servant. His name is Sancho, who goes everywhere with him. We're very happy to see you all here this evening, and thank you for coming. We hope you enjoy the show.
No, these are merely thieves and murderers. And if you need anything, just shout, if you're able.
What do you mean by that? Calm yourself. There's a remedy for everything but death. But that could be the very one we need. Good morning, gentlemen. Ladies, I regret being thrust upon you in such a manner, and hope you will not find my company objectionable. In any case, I shall not be among you very long. The Inquisition is... Ow! Please stop! Get off of me! Please stop! Enough! Noise! Trouble! Fights! Kill each other if you must, but for God's sake, do it quietly. Who are you? Huh? Speak up! Cervantes. Don Miguel de Cervantes. A gentleman? It's never saved me from going to bed hungry. And that? My servant. May I have the honor? They call me the governor. What's your game? My game? Your specialty, man. Got first? Highwayman? Oh, nothing so interesting. I am a poet.
They are putting me in prison for that?
No, not for that.
Too bad.
Well, let's get on with the trial. Excuse me, sir. What trial? Yours, of course. What have I done? We'll find something. You don't seem to understand. I'll only be
My dear sir, no one enters or leaves this prison without being tried by his fellow prisoners.
And if I'm found guilty?
Oh, you will be.
What sort of sentence?
We generally find the prisoner all his possessions.
All of them?
Well, it's not practical to take more.
What? These things are my livelihood.
I
heavy. Valuable?
To me.
We might let you run some it.
But I have no money.
How unfortunate. Paper?
Manuscript.
Still worthless.
Wait. You spoke of a trial. By your own word, I must be given a trial.
Oh, very well. I hereby declare this court in session. Now then, what are you here for?
I am to appear before the Inquisition.
Heresy?
Not exactly. I was employed by the government as a tax collector.
Poet? Actor? Tax collector?
A temporary thing to keep us from starvation.
And how does a tax collector get in trouble with the Inquisition?
I made an assessment against the monastery of La Merced. When they refused to pay, I issued a lien on the property.
You did what?
He foreclosed on a church.
And what are you here for?
Someone had to serve the papers.
They still have empty rooms in their heads.
The law says treat everyone equally. We only obey the law.
Governor, if you don't mind, I should like to prosecute this case.
Why?
Let us say I dislike stupidity, especially when it masquerades as a virtue. Miguel de Cervantes, I charge you with being an idealist, a bad poet, and an honest man. How plead you?
Guilty.
Bravo!
Your Excellency, what about my defense?
But you just pleaded guilty.
Had I pleaded innocent, you surely would have found me guilty. Since I've admitted my guilt, the court is required to hear me out.
Oh, very well.
The jury may choose to be lenient.
Clever.
He's trying to gain time.
Do you have a scarcity of that?
Any urgent appointments?
No. It is true. I am guilty of these charges. An idealist? Well, I've never had the courage to believe in nothing. As for a bad poet, that comes more painfully. Still,
Have you finished your defense?
no, scarce begun. And if you've no objection, I'd like to continue in the manner I know best, the form of charade.
Charade?
Entertainment, if you will.
Entertainment?
At worst, it may beguile your time. And since my cast of characters is large, I call upon all here to enter in, to play whatever roles.
Governor, I should like to protest.
No, let's hear him out.
Then, with your kind permission, may I set the stage? I shall impersonate a man. Enter into my imagination. See him. Alonzo Quijana, a country squire, no longer young, bony and hollow-faced, eyes that burn with the passion of inner fire. Being retired, he has much time for books. He studies them morn to night, and all he reads oppresses him, fills him with indignation at man's murderous ways towards man. He broods, and finally, from so much brooding, his brain dries up. He lays down the melancholy burden of sanity and conceives the strangest project ever imagined. To become a knight-errant, to sally forth into the world and right all wrongs. No longer shall he be plain Alonzo Quijana, but a dauntless knight known as Don Quixote de la Mancha. Hear me now, O thou bleak and unbearable world, thou art base and debauched as can be, and a knight with his banners all bravely unfurled now hurls down his gauntlet to thee. I am I, Don Holy endeavor is now to begin, and virtue shall triumph at last. I am Don Quixote, the Lord of La Mancha. My destiny calls and I go. And the wild winds of fortune will carry us onward, whithersoever they blow. Whithersoever they blow. Onward to glory we go. Well, Sancho, how dost thou like adventure?
Oh, marvelous, your grace. But it's peculiar to me. This great highway to glory looks exactly like the road to El Toboso, where you can ride chickens cheap.
Like beauty, my friend, 'tis all in the eyes of the beholder. Just wait, and thou shalt see amazing sights.
Oh, what kind?
There shall be knights and nations, wizards, warlocks, cavalcades of vast, unending armies.
Oh, they sound dangerous.
They are dangerous, but one there will be who leads them, and he will be the most dangerous of all.
Well, who is he? Who?
The great enchanter. Beware him, Sancho, for his thoughts cold and his spirit shriveled, eyes like little machines, and where he walks, the earth is blighted. But one day, I will meet him face to face, and on that day
There's no need to get so upset, your grace. As I always say, have patience and shuffle the cards.
Do you never run out of proverbs?
Oh, no, your grace. I was born with a belly full of them.
Aha!
What is it?
How long since we sallied forth?
About 2 minutes?
So soon I shall engage in brave, unequal combat.
Combat? Where?
There! A monstrous giant of infamous repute.
What giant?
It is the dark and dreaded ogre by the name of Matagogger. You can tell him by the 4 great arms a-whirling on his back.
That's a windmill.
Ho, feckless giant standing there! Avast, avant, on guard, beware!
No, no, your grace. I swear by my wife's black mustache. That's not a giant. It's only a... No. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I say, your grace, that's a windmill?
The work of my enemy.
The enchanter?
He changed it to a windmill at the last moment. He will take any advantage in order to... Sancho! It comes to me.
What is it?
How he was able to upset me. It's because I have not been properly dubbed a knight.
Oh, that's fine. Just tell me how, and I'll be glad to take care of this drubbing.
Dubbing. Thank you, my friend. But it can only be done by another knight.
That's a problem. I've never seen another knight before.
The lord of some inn might do, or a king, or duke.
Very well. I'll keep an eye out for any kings or dukes as we go.
Aha!
Now what?
The very place.
Where?
There, in the distance.
If
A
you're-
castle.
A castle?
Oh, rock-bound amidst the crags.
Crags?
And the banners! Oh, the brave banners flaunting in the wind!
Anything on him?
I see a cat crouching on a field tawny, and beneath it, the inscription, meow.
Oh, that's fine. Maybe this is where you can get yourself drubbed.
Dubbed. Blow thy bugles so a dwarf may mount the battlements and announce our coming.
But I don't see a castle. I do see something. Maybe it's an inn?
An inn.
Oh, we better pass it by, your grace. Those roadside places are always full of tough men and women.
Come, we shall ride straight to the drawbridge of yon castle, and there thy vision may improve. how to the untrained eye one thing may appear to be another. To Sancho, an inn. To Quixote, a castle. To someone else, whatever their mind may make of it. But for the sake of argument, let us grant Sancho his vision. An inn. A kindly innkeeper. His less kindly wife. Rough men, blue tears, 15 miles on the road today. Rough women, in particular, a woman called Aldonza.
You want it on the table or over your lousy heads? There, swine. Feed. I brought you something.
Aldonza, sweetheart, come here.
Talk with your mouth, not your hands.
I've got a nice, thick bed of hay in the stable.
Good. Eat it.
You would refuse Pedro?
Try me.
My meals are not as stubborn.
I do not like you or your brothers. I do not like the life I live. But I am me. I am Aldonza. And what I'll give, I'll choose to give.
Well, everyone, everything in order?
Have you fed the mules?
They're eating as well as you are.
God forbid.
He jokes. It's well known that I set the finest table between Madrid and Malaga. My patrons have always...
What in the name of...
Ah, it's the pig butcher. I wasn't expecting him until tomorrow. Coming, Senor Butcher, coming.
Is the lord of this castle at hand? I say, is the Castellano here?
I am in charge of this place.
We waited, sire, for a dwarf to mount the battlements and announce our coming, but none appeared.
Dwarves are all busy.
Noble lords and ladies, my master, Don Quixote, knight-errant and defender of the right and pursuer of lofty undertakings, implores the boon of hospitality.
Well, sir, is it granted?
Absolutely. This castle, is open to everybody.
A madman.
A madman!
Madmen are the children of God. Come, sir, you must be hungry.
Aye, that I am.
Well, there's food aplenty, and for your squire, too. I'll just help him stable your animals.
Gentlemen, fair Chatelaine, if there be any among you in need of assistance, you have but to call, and my good right arm is at your service. Whether it be a princess held for ransom, or an army awaiting rescue and besieged, or merely... Dear God, it is she, fair lady, sweet virgin. I dare not gaze full upon my countenance, lest I be blinded by beauty. But I implore thee, speak once thy name.
Aldonza.
My lady jests.
Aldonza.
The name of some kitchen scullion? Or perhaps my lady's serving maid?
I told you my name. Now get out of the way.
My lady thought to put me to a test. Sweet sovereign of my captive heart, I shall not fail thee, for I know. I have dreamed thee to love, never seen thee or touched thee, but know thee with all of my heart. Half a prayer, half a song, thou hast always been with me, and we have been always apart. Dulcinea, Dulcinea, I see how
Governor, if you don't mind, this man proposed to offer a defense.
This is my defense.
The most curious I've ever heard.
But if it entertains,
The word is divert. I think your purpose is to divert us from ours.
precisely. And now, if I may get on with it,
Continue your defense.
imagine now the family our brave knight left behind. Not the lords and ladies and retainers of Don Quixote de la Mancha, but the simple womenfolk to a country squire, Alonso Quijana. Imagine their shock when news of their master's madness reaches them. To his niece, Antonia, who's worried about its effects on her forthcoming marriage. To his housekeeper of many years, who's worried about even darker matters. To the local padre, who's known Alonso all of his life. And now, there appears a man whose philosophy may appeal enormously to you. Antonia and the housekeeper hurry to the neighborhood church. May we have a church, please? A church! Thank you. Anguished by this terrible situation and unsure of what the neighbors might think, they seek help and advice from the local padre. The padre! Thank you. But in spite of the trouble that the night's madness may bring down upon them, you can be sure they're only thinking of him. seen a man of breeding, intelligence, logic. Antonia's fiancé, Dr. Samson Carrasco, Bachelor of Science, graduate of the University of Salamanca, a man who carries his self-importance as if afraid of breaking it. I'd forgotten how interesting family quarrels can get. With so much at stake in the game, let us rearrange the pieces. The queen, cunning. The castle, formidable. The bishop, charmingly diagonal. And now, the problem of the night.
Son,
Have you heard?
on my way here I was informed by at least 10 people. My dear, your uncle is the laughingstock of the entire neighborhood. Padre, what do you know of this?
Only the good Signor Quijana has been carried away by his imagination.
Signor Quijana has lost his mind and is suffering from delusions.
Is there a difference?
Exactitude of meaning. I beg to remind you, Padre, I am a doctor.
Listen, we must do something about him.
I'm a little more concerned about us, my dear.
What do you mean, us?
Our marriage. There is a certain embarrassment at having a madman in the family, in the eyes of others.
Doctor.
I do not relish claiming a lunatic as uncle.
The innocent must pay for the sins of the guilty.
Guilty of what? A gentle delusion?
How do you know it is gentle? By this time, who knows what violence he has committed? He was armed.
With sword and lance.
Samson, I hope for so much for us. For you, really. Everything was doing for you. My uncle's house, his lands.
True, Doctor. In time they would all be yours. After all, if one is to serve science, one must have the means.
Are you a priest or a pawnbroker?
Well, what I meant was considered a challenge.
Challenge?
Think what cleverness it would take to bring this man from his madness, to turn him from his course, and to persuade him to return home.
That is a challenge.
Impossible.
He can't have gotten far.
No more than a day's journey.
Get ready, Padre. We shall go after him.
Let us now return to the inn, to the kitchen of the inn. A kitchen, lady, if you please. Thank you. Ah, yes. Tomorrow's onion stew, chicken tripe, with pepper. Now then, as everyone knows, it is imperative that each knight shall have a lady. For a knight without a lady is like a body without a soul. To whom would he dedicate his conquest? Don Quixote, having discovered his lady, sends his faithful squire to her with a missive.
Missive? What's a missive?
A sort of letter. He warned me to give it only into your hand.
Let's see it. I can't read.
Neither can I. But my master, foreseeing such a possibility, recited it to me so I could commit it to heart.
What made you think I could read?
Well, as he explained it, noble women are so busy with their needlework,
Needlework?
embroidering banners for their knights. He said they had no time for study.
Well, what's it say?
Most lovely, sovereign, high-born lady.
Oh,
The heart of thy vassal knight faints for thy favor. O fairest of the fair, purest of the pure, incomparable Dulcinea.
that again. My name is Aldonza.
My master calls you Dulcinea.
Why?
I'm not sure, but I can tell you from experience that knights have their own language for everything, and it's better not to ask questions. I beg thee grant that I may kiss the nethermost hem of thy garment.
Kiss my witch?
If you keep interrupting, the whole thing will be gone out of my head.
Well, what does he want?
And I'm getting to it. And send to me a token of thy fair esteem, that I may carry as my standard into battle.
What kind of a token?
He says, generally, it's a silken scarf.
Your master's a crack brain.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Well, they say one madman makes 100 and love makes 1,000.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure.
Well, what are you waiting for?
The token.
Oh, I'll give him a token. Here.
But, my lady,
Don't you, my lady, me too, or I'll crack you like an egg. Wait a bit. Come here. Sit. Sit! Tell me, why do you follow him?
well, that's easy to explain.
Why?
I'm telling you. It's because
Why?
I like him. I really like him. I don't have a very good reason.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's because you're not a squire.
All right, so you're a squire. Tell me, how does a squire squire?
Well, I ride behind him, and he fights. Then I pick him up off the ground.
What do you get out of it?
What do I get? Honey. Why, I've already gotten...
You've gotten nothing. So why do you do it? Why does he do the things he does? Why does he do these things? Why does he march through that tree that he's in, covered in glory and rusty old tin? Why does he live in a world that can't be? And what does he want of me? What does he want of me? Why does he say with your little bird.
Hey. What's that?
Give it back.
It's a letter.
That shows how stupid you are. It's a missive.
A missive. Who reads?
Here.
Oh, okay.
Most lowly, highborn, and sovereign Ladi. It's from her knight. A love letter.
Stupid joke.
Then, I so hot about it.
Has he touched your heart?
Nobody touches my heart.
All these fine words.
Fine words. He's only a man, isn't he?
Hey, Aldonza. Hey.
Waiter, when I'm through in the kitchen.
Okay. You there.
I confess I shall not know what to say to him.
In that case, leave it to me.
He may not even know us.
I am prepared for that contingency, should he fail to recognize us.
Who is it that crieth help of Don Quixote de la Mancha? Is there a castle beleaguered by giants? A king who lies under enchantment? Why, what is this, my friends?
You know us?
Should a man not know his friends? Dr. Carrasco, Padre Perez.
Ah, Senor Quijana.
I prefer that you address me properly. I am Don Quixote, knight errant of La Mancha.
Senor Quijana,
Don Quixote.
there are no giants, no kings under enchantment, no chivalry, no knights. There have been no knights for 300 years.
So learned, yet so misinformed.
These are facts.
Facts are the enemy of truth. Well, did you receive these? Ah, most fortunate of squires, the token. What of the token? Ah. Sheer gossamer. Forgive me, I am overcome.
It's from his lady.
So there's a woman.
The lady Dulcinea. Her beauty is more than human. She is the very meaning of woman, and all meaning woman has to man.
To each his Dulcinea.
Someone approaches,
It's just an ordinary traveler.
but look what he wears upon his head. Get thee to a place of hiding, Sancho.
Oh dear.
With my razor and my leeches, I can always earn my pay. Though your chin be smooth as satin, you will need me soon, I know. For the Lord protects his barbers, and he makes the stubble grow. If I slip when I am shaving you and cut you to the quick, you can use me as a doctor, 'cause I also heal the sick. By the beard of St. Anthony, I swear I see before me a knight in full armor. Ridiculous, there aren't any knights.
Ah!
Oh, I was wrong. Forgive me, your highness, I thought I'd been touched by the sun.
Thou wilt be touched by far worse if thou dost not speedily hand over that golden helmet.
Golden helmet. Why, this is nothing but a shaving basin.
Shaving basin.
I must say, Your Grace, it does look like a shaving basin.
Of course, you see, I'm a barber. I was simply wearing this on my head to ward off the rays of the sun. So that's how your highship made the mistake.
Silence! Knowest thou what that really is? The golden helmet of Mambrino. When worn by one of noble heart, it renders him invulnerable to all wounds. Misbegotten knave, where didst thou steal it?
I didn't steal it.
Hand it over.
It cost me half a crown.
Hand it over, or I shall.
It is worth half a crown.
Fool. Thou golden helmet of Mambrino, with so illustrious a past, too long has thou been lost to glory, thou'rt rediscovered now at last. Golden helmet of Mambrino, there can be no hat like thee. Thee and I now, ere I die now, will make golden history.
I can hear the cuckoo singing in the cuckooberry tree.
If he says that that's a helmet, I suggest that you agree.
But he'll find it is not gold and will not make him bold and brave.
Well, at least he'll find it useful if he ever needs a shave.
Thou golden helmet of Mambrino, thy deeds the world will not forget. Now Don Quixote de la Mancha will bring the greater glory yet. Golden helmets of Mambrino, there can be no hat like thee. Thee and I now, ere I die now, will make golden
Have all departed?
Sir Castellano, I would make a confession of thee. To me, I would confess that I have never actually been dubbed a knight.
Oh, that's bad.
And yet, I am well qualified, my lord. I am bold, courteous, brave, generous, affable, and patient.
Well, that is the list.
Therefore, I would beg a boon of thee,
Anything within reason.
tonight. I would hold vigil in the chapel of thy castle, and at dawn, from thy hand, receive the ennobling stroke of knighthood.
One small difficulty. No chapel.
What?
That is, it's being repaired, of course. If you wouldn't mind holding your vigil someplace else?
Here in the courtyard, under the stars.
Fine. It's settled then. At sunrise, you'll be dubbed a knight.
I thank thee.
Now won't you have some supper?
Supper before a vigil? Nay, my lord. On this night I must fast and compose my spirit.
There is neither the wisest madman or the maddest wise man in this world.
He's mad.
Well, in any case, we have failed.
Not necessarily. We know the sickness. Now to find the cure.
Now must I consider how sages of the future will describe this historic night. Long after the sun had retired to his couch, darkening the gates and balconies of La Mancha, Don Quixote, with measured tread and lofty expression, held vigil in the courtyard of a mighty castle. O maker of empty boasts, on this, of all nights, to give way to vanity? Nay, Don Quixote, take a deep breath of life, and consider how it should be lived. Call nothing thy own, except thy soul. Love not what thou art, but only what thou may become. Do not pursue pleasure, for thou may have the misfortune to overtake it. Look always forward. In last year's nest, there are no birds this year. Be just to all men. Be courteous to all women. Live in the vision of that one for whom great deeds are done. She that is called Dulcinea.
Why do you call me that?
My lady,
Oh, get up from there. Get up. Now, why do you call me by that name?
because it is thine,
My name is Aldonza.
I know thee, my lady.
My name is Aldonza, and I think you know me not.
All my years I have known thee. Thy virtue, thy nobility of spirit.
Take another look.
I have already seen thee in my heart.
Your heart doesn't know much about women.
It knows all. They are the soul of man, the radiance that lights his way. A woman is glory.
What do you want of me?
Nothing.
Liar.
I deserve the rebuke. I would ask of my lady
Now we get to it.
that I may be allowed to serve her, that I may hold her in my heart, that I may dedicate each victory and call upon her in defeat. And if at last I give my life, I give it in the sacred name of Dulcinea.
I must go. Pedro is waiting. Why do you do these things?
What things, my lady?
These ridiculous things you do.
I hope to add some measure of grace to this world.
The world is a dung heap, and we are all maggots that crawl on it.
My lady knows better in her heart.
What's in my heart will get me halfway to hell. And you, Senor Don Quixote, you are going to take quite a beating.
Whether I win or lose does not matter.
What guys?
Only that I follow the quest.
That for your quest. What does it mean, quest?
It is the mission of each true knight. His duty, nay, his privilege. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this, that one man scorned and covered with scars still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable stars.
Once, just once, would you look at me as I really am?
I see beauty, purity, the woman each man holds secret within him. Dulcinea.
Keep me waiting. Well, you?
I didn't.
My lady.
My princess!
Monster!
Stay clear!
Thou wouldst dare strike a woman?
Stand back or I'll break your empty hat!
Go hard to flint and foul of course, now I shall chastise thee.
Right here!
What glorious thing!
Sir Castellano, I would like to inform you that the right has triumphed.
Your Grace, are you hurt?
Nay,
He is hurt.
What is this? The madman! I knew it!
I knew it! Poor warrior.
Poor lunatic!
Lunatic!
Go to bed, Maria.
I warned you what would happen!
We warn you!
Go to bed.
He's coming around.
Ah, Mancha always waits for such a vision.
Don't move.
I must say, Your Grace, we certainly did a job out here.
We routed them, didn't we?
Ha! That bunch will be walking bow-legged for weeks.
My lady, it is not seemly to gloat over the fallen.
Ah, let him rot in hell.
Sir Knight, I am a tame and peaceful man, really, and I'd hate to be inhospitable, but I must ask you to leave as soon as you are able.
I am sorry to have offended the dignity of thy castle, and I shall depart with daylight. But first, I must remind thee of thy promise.
Promise?
True, it is not yet dawn, but I have kept vigil and proven myself in combat. Therefore, I beg thou dub me knight.
Very well then. Let's get it over with.
Wilt be good enough to fetch my sword? My lady, I cannot tell thee how joyful I am that this ceremony should take place in thy presence.
Be careful now.
It is a solemn moment, which seals my vocation.
Are you ready?
I am.
Very well then. Kneel. Don Quixote de la Mancha, I hereby dub thee knight.
Lordship!
What's the matter? Didn't I do it right?
If your lordship would make mention of some of the great deeds I have performed in this honor.
Certainly. Don Quixote de la Mancha, Don Quixote de la Mancha, having proved yourself this day through glorious and terrible combat, and by my authority as lord of this castle, I hereby dub thee knight.
Your lordship!
Something else.
It is customary to grant the new knight an added name, if your lordship would devise such a name for me.
Hail, knight of the woeful countenance, knight of the woeful countenance. Wherever you go, people will know of the glorious deeds of the knight of the woeful countenance. Farewell and good cheer, oh my brave cavalier, ride onward to glorious strife. I swear in your God I'll remember you well for all of the rest of my life. Hail, knight of the woeful countenance, knight of the woeful countenance. Wherever you go, face to the foe, they will quail at the sight of the knight of the woeful countenance. Oh, valorous knight, go and fight for the right to battle all villains that be. But oh, you do, what will happen to you? Thank God I will be there to see. Hail, knight of the woeful countenance, knight of the woeful countenance. Wherever you go, people will know of the glorious deeds of the knight of the woeful
I thank thee,
Now, Sir Knight, I am going to bed, and I advise you to do the same.
the knight of the woeful countenance.
Beautiful name.
Come, Your Grace, let's get you to bed.
Not yet. I still owe something to my enemies.
That account has been paid.
No, my lady. I must raise them up and administer to their wounds.
What?
Nobility demands.
Does?
Yes, therefore I shall take these.
No, you won't. I'll take them. I'll
But-
minister.
But,
They were my enemies too.
oh blessed one,
Come here, Grace.
Oh, blessed one. Ah, blessed one.
What do you think you are doing?
I'm going to minister to your wounds.
You are... What?
Nobility demands. Now turn over, you foxy goat.
Ah, Sancho, how I do envy my enemies.
Envy?
To think they know the healing touch of my lady Dulcinea. Let this be proof to thee, Sancho. Nobility triumphs. Virtue always prevails.
That sound.
The men of the Inquisition.
What does it mean? Are they coming for me?
Very possibly. What, Cervantes? Not afraid? Where is your courage? Is that in your imagination too? No escape, Cervantes. This is happening. Not to your brave man of La Mancha, but to you. Quick, Cervantes, call upon him. Let him shield you. Let him save you, if he can, from that.
No! No! Please don't do it!
Better?
Thank you.
Good. Let's get on with your defense.
If I could just have a moment to rest.
This La Mancha, what is it like?
An empty place. A desert. Great wide plains. A wasteland.
Which apparently grows lunatics.
I would say more men of illusion.
Much the same. Why are you poets so fascinated with madmen?
I suppose we have much in common.
You both turn your backs on life.
We both choose from life what pleases us.
A man must come to terms with life as it is.
I have lived nearly 50 years, and I've seen life as it truly is. Pain, misery, hunger, cruelty beyond belief. When life itself seems lunatic, who knows where madness lies? Perhaps to be too practical is madness. To surrender your dreams, this may be madness. To seek treasure where there's only trash. Too much sanity may be madness. And maddest of all, to see life as it is and not as it should be. Sancho. Always thine eyes see evil in preference to good.
Don't blame my eye. It doesn't make the world, it only sees it. And there's one thing my eye sees truly enough. So let's make a wide track around them, for they're a scurvy lot, and your grace can't deny that.
There, thou fallst into the trap of thy peasant friend again.
They're not thieves and murderers?
Do not condemn before thou knowest. Understand what they're saying? Much as I surmised.
What you're saying, don't do it.
Thou wouldst ignore a fellow knight in jeopardy. Here's what you mean it with all my heart. Shame on thee for a reluctant Christian. Shame on thee for a parsimonious wretch. Shame on thee for a small-hearted peasant. Shame on thee, Sancho, multiple shame.
place is closed. This castle's gone out of business.
What, sir? Deny the right to sanctuary?
Hate to, but
And to a knight dubbed by thy own hands?
doesn't seem right.
Not by anyone.
More muleteers?
Bandits. They stole our money.
Have done, Sancho.
They stole our animals.
Must thou harp on it?
They stole everything we had.
Well, then why don't you declare a truce?
And allow wickedness to flourish?
I'm afraid wickedness wears thick armor.
And for that wouldst thou have me surrender? Nay, let a man be overthrown 10,000 times. Still must he rise again to battle. The enchanter may confuse the outcome, but the effort remains sublime.
Lies. Madness and lies.
Aldonza, what happened to you?
Ask him.
Maria, come.
I shall punish them that did this crime.
Crime? You know the worst crime of all is being born. For that you get punished your whole life.
Dulcinea,
Enough of that. Get yourself to Meadows and rave about nobility where no one can hear you.
my lady,
Lady, I am not your lady. I am not any kind of lady.
and still thou art my lady.
And still he torments me. Lady? How should I be a lady?
Never deny thou art Dulcinea.
Take the clouds away from your eyes and see me as I truly am. I am no one. I am nothing. I am only Aldonza.
Now and forever thou art my lady, Dulcinea.
No! Master!
Is there one here calls himself Don Quixote de la Mancha? If there is, and he be not afraid to look upon me, let him stand forth.
I am Don Quixote, the knight of woeful countenance.
Now hear me, thou charlatan. Thou art no knight, but a foolish pretender. Thy pretense is a child's mockery, and thy principles dirt beneath my feet.
O false knight, discourteous! Before I chastise thee, tell me thy name,
Thou shalt hear it in due course.
and say why thou seekest me out.
Thou called upon me, Don Quixote. Thou reviled me and threatened.
The enchanter. Behold at thy feet the gauge of battle.
Master, don't!
Hold. On what terms shall we fight?
Choose thine own.
Very well. If thou art beaten, thy freedom is forfeit, and thou must obey my every command. And thy conditions?
If thou art still alive, thou shalt kneel and beg mercy of my lady, Dulcinea.
Where shall I find this lady?
There she is.
Thy lady is an alley cat!
Monster, defend thyself!
Hold! Thou asked my name, Don Quixote. Now I shall tell it. I am called the Knight of the Mirrors! Look, Don Quixote, look into the mirror of reality and behold things as they truly are. Look! What seest thou, Don Quixote? A gallant knight? Naught but an aged fool. Look! Dost thou see him? A madman dressed for the masquerade. Look, Don Quixote. See him as he truly is. See the clown. Drown, Don Quixote. Drown, drown in the mirror of reality. Go deep. The masquerade is ended. Confess thy lady is a servant, and thy dream the nightmare of a disordered mind.
I am Don Quixote, the knight errant of La Mancha, and my lady is the lady Dulcinea. I am Don Quixote, the knight errant of La Mancha, and my lady,
It is done.
Your Grace! It's Dr. Carrasco! It's only Samson Carrasco!
Forgive me, Senor Quijana. It was the only way.
judges of the Inquisition.
Captain, how soon?
Soon.
But not yet. Good. You'll have time to finish your defense.
But the story is finished.
What?
At least as far as I know it.
I don't think I like ascending. I don't think the jury likes it either.
Well then, he's failed.
Cervantes, it is the sentence of this court.
Wait!
For what?
If I could just have a little more time.
I'll grant it. But the Inquisition,
Just a few minutes. I'll improvise.
can you do nothing?
I'm afraid there will be more need of my services than his. Where is he, I wonder? In what dark cavern of the mind?
According to recent
Doctor,
theory,
please.
don't you think I did right?
Yes, there's the contradiction.
You again?
Tell him to go away.
What harm can he do?
Yes, it's all been done. Your Reverence, may I speak with him?
I'm afraid he won't hear you.
Well, then I won't say much.
And no mention of knight errantry.
Of course not. Does one speak of the rope in the house of the hanged? I'm sorry, Your Grace. Your Grace. Just a few words to lighten his heart. A little gossip, a little chat, a little idle talk of this and that. I'll tell him all the troubles I've had. When I first got home, my wife Teresa beat me. But the blows fell very lightly on my back, and she kept crying from the heart and missing every other stroke. Of course I hit her back, Your Grace, but she's a lot harder than I am, and you know what they say. Oh, I haven't fought a windmill in a fortnight, and the humble joys get duller every day.
That's enough now.
Why? What did I do?
I warned you.
But I didn't do anything. I was only
My
trying
friend!
to... Did Your Grace say something?
You're a fat little bag stuffed with proverbs.
Yes, Your Grace. Well, as I was saying...
Uncle! My dear. Good morning, Padre. Or is it evening?
Alonso.
How do you feel, sir?
Not well, my friends.
Can you speak your name?
Should a man not know his own name?
But if you would say it.
Alonso Quixote. Padre,
Hear me, Psyche.
I should like to make a will.
Of course.
Uncle? Forgive me, my dear, but when I close my eyes, I see a pale horse, and he beckons me, mount.
No, Uncle. You will get well.
Why should a man get well when he is dying? It is such a waste of good health. Come closer, friend. In my illness, I dream so strangely. Oh, such dreams.
Hold them from your mind.
They are gone, my dear, nor do I know what they meant. Padre,
Speak, my friend, and I shall write.
I, Aldonza, with one foot in the stirrup and the agony of death upon me,
I don't mean anyone.
hereby make the following disposition of my estate, the bulk of which I bequeath to my beloved niece, Antonia Quijano, with the exception of a few personal bequests, which are as follows.
You cannot! I say you cannot!
What is this, son?
Get out of my way, you
It's that
cat!
wretch from the end!
I'm sorry, but she threatened to tear your eyes out!
Get out of
And
here!
if you touch me again, by God, I'll...
Get out of
Not
here!
until I see him.
Go quietly, or I'll...
Let be.
Senor Quijana!
Come closer, girl. What is it you wish?
Don't you know me?
Should I?
I am Aldonza.
I'm sorry, I don't know anyone by that name.
He knows. Please, my lord.
Why do you say my lord? I am not a lord.
You are my lord, Don Quixote.
Don Quixote? You must forgive me. I have been ill. I am confused by shadows. It is possible I knew you once, but I do not remember.
This way.
Please, try to remember
Is it so important?
everything. My whole life. You spoke to me and everything was different. And you looked at me.
I spoke to you?
And you called me by another name.
Once you found a girl and called her Dulcinea. When you spoke the name, an angel seemed to whisper, Dulcinea, Dulcinea, Dulcinea. Won't you please bring back the dream of Dulcinea? Won't you bring me back the bright and shining glory of Dulcinea? Dulcinea.
I'm afraid I must insist.
Let be. Then perhaps it was not a dream.
You spoke of a dream and about the quest.
Quest?
How you must fight. And it doesn't matter whether you win or you lose, if only you follow the quest.
Words. Tell me the words.
To dream. The impossible dream. But they're your own words. To fight. The unbeatable foe. You must remember. To bear. With unbearable sorrow. Try to remember. To run. Where the brave dare not go.
To right the unrightable wrong.
Yes.
To love you're in chase from afar.
Yes.
To try when your arms are too weary. To reach the unreachable star.
Thank you, my lord.
This is not seemly, my lady. On thy knees to me?
My lord, you are not well.
Not well. What is sickness to the body of a knight errant? What matter wounds? For when he falls, he must rise again. And woe to the wicked. Sancho!
Here, your grace.
My armor, my sword.
More misadventures.
Adventures, old friend. Oh, the trumpets of glory now call me to ride. Yes, the trumpets are calling to me. And wherever I ride, ever staunch at my side, my squire and my lady shall be. I am might
man died. He seemed a good man, but I did not know him.
But
Don Quixote is not dead. Believe, Sancho, believe.
Aldonza.
My name is Dulcinea.
by reason of certain offenses committed against His Majesty's most Catholic Church, the following is summoned to give answer and submit his person for purification, if it be so ordered. Don Miguel de Cervantes.
How popular a defendant I am, summoned by one court when I'm not quite finished with the other. Well, how says the judge?
I think I know what this contains. The story of your mad night. Read as well there, as you did here, and you may not burn.
I had no intention of burning. Well, old friend, shall we go? Have courage.
Cervantes, I think Don Quixote is brother to Don Miguel.
God help us. We are both men of La Mancha.
Without them, this play wouldn't have been possible. So we have a couple gifts for them to show our gratitude. And also, we'd also like to thank Ms. Voss. She helps a lot too.
Also, we would like to thank some students for putting in extra hours and so much work into the costumes, into the hair, the makeup. Grace, Eloise, Peyton, Genesis, you guys did amazing work. Valentina, you all were amazing. Thank you for the art that filled this stage. It was beautiful. Thank you.
And thank you, Rose and Laura, for the lighting.
Yes. So you can just come up on stage and we'll... You can give them another round of applause. Thank you and have a great night.
Very good choice.